What's up, everybody? FTWitachi here. You know what it is. Thank you all very much for dropping by and tuning in to our Time Walking Dungeon Event Guide for Legion Time Walking. While this event is active, players level 10 or higher may access a special Time Walking Dungeon Finder queue, which scales dungeons and rewards to your level to revisit past dungeons from the Legion expansion. I have been redoing all of our in-game world events, no matter if it's weekly or a holiday event for World of Warcraft, and we've been updating all of our guides, mainly because some of them have gotten a lot of new cosmetics, such as this event. However, if there's ever any updates in the future, I will be sure to go ahead and bring you guys along for that ride and for that video. And I'm mainly talking about raids. We haven't seen a Time Walking raid in forever, and I'm not talking about the anniversary Blackrock raid. I'm talking about give us a raid, please. But yeah, we are here, so let's go. Things first that you're going to notice is the Sign of the Legion buff. Bonus event for Time Walking, Legion required. Legion reputation gains from combat as well as quests are increased by 50%. What you're going to want to do, just like almost any in-game weekly event, is to go to your adventures guide, or actually go to the NPC that's going to give you the quest, but your adventures guide, you can get it from anywhere. Look for the tab bonus event Time Walking. You are going to be given a cachet that gives you PvE quality gear for that given season. Go ahead and pick up the start quest, and all you have to do is complete 5 total Time Walking dungeons to get it done. In order to queue up, you are going to head on over to your dungeons and raids and hit the drop down for Time Walking Legion. It is random, however, thank you Blizzard for finally showing us the included dungeons instead of having to go to Wowhead to figure this one out. We've got Blackbrook Hold, Eye of Ashara, we also have Darkheart Thicket, Vault of Wardens, as well as Maltharian's Lair, and the Court of Stars. And just to give you guys a heads up, I've already said it, it is random, so you can't specifically queue. And also, you get Time Warp badges times 10, woo, for completing. So let's queue up.
What is this? Don't make me laugh. I will fracture your feeble mind.
Not even a tyrant for this boss. Yeah. Ooh, we got my weekly quest. Let's go. Now that we've finished that dungeon and we're going to start getting into the collectibles, I did want to go over a kind of a hidden mount drop. It's called the Infinite Time Reaver, and I've done this for every Time Walking video thus far. Every single boss that includes those events that do have raids have an extremely low drop chance for this Infinite Time Reaver mount. I have yet to get it, so I fingers crossed that you guys can get the drop chance. But again, any boss, whether it's from the dungeons or from the raids, does have a chance during Time Walking weeks to get you an Infinite Time Reaver. Alright, upon completing our very first dungeon for the week, again, you are going to be given that drop item, which is called the Whispering Fell Flame Crystal, which is a once per week, or it's technically one of your weeklies that you can do, and this is where you're going to get the abundance of 500 Time Warp badges as well as 23 gold. Be sure to turn it in. Again, we are here near the flight path, but we are in Legion, of course, Dalaran. The quest that you will be turning in again is your 5 out of 5 Time Walking dungeon weekly. I don't have it done yet, but I will be getting it done in just a second here, but just want to go ahead and remind you guys, be sure to turn it in and collect your PvE loot for that given season before the week ends, because if you don't, the quest will be removed and you will not be able to reap the rewards. Alright, my favorite thing of every event, and that is the actual vendor, because it sells all of the collectible goodies. I'm going to start off from the back, and you'll be able to notice on this back page, you'll get all of the Bind on Account upgrade pieces. You'll also notice that there is some reputation commendations or insignias. You got the Army of the Lights, you've got the Argusian Reach, you got the Legion Fall, you have the Nightfallen, the Wardens, Valajar, you get the High Mountain, the Dreamweavers, as well as the Courts of Ferondis. And again, that's all of the reputations, and every single Time Walking event does that for the reputations of that expansion. You'll also be able to get the Sargero Blood Vessel to extract blood from Sargeras. There is a Broken Isles enchantment delivery, there is a gem delivery, leather delivery, ore delivery, cloth delivery, herbs, fish, meats, and those are basically the crafting materials from that expansion. You'll also notice that there is some gear. This is from a Warlock cloth perspective, but it's really bad gear. It was technically supposed to be used as actual gear, but the item level is so bad. Mainly people just get these for transmog purposes. But yeah, you have some blue quality loot there. You'll also notice that there is a mount called the Favor of the Val Shara Hippogriff, which is the old mount from this event. You'll also notice that there is a cosmetic called the Monstrous Gluttony Shield, which you can see there. That is actually very, very cool. There is also another shield called the Scovold's Resolve, which is a blue cosmetic. There's another cosmetic called the Howling Echoes Pole Arm. There is a sword called the Ravencrest Wrath. Not bad. Put a little bit of an enchantment on it, make it cool. Hate Sculpted Magma Axe. Wow, okay, let's go. We've also got the Rod of Crystalline Energies wand, kind of plain. You'll also have the Corrupted Knot Mace. You'll also have the Fenrir's Bloodstained Fang Dagger. You have the Key to the Halls Dagger. Okay, that's actually not bad. And you have an ensemble of the Invasion Stalkers Guys. That is actually pretty damn cool. You have the ensemble of the Broken Shore Battlemanders gear. I was about to say Battlemasters, but it's Battlemanders. I don't really like it. There is an ensemble of the Drake Hunters. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's... the gear's bad, but that scarf thingy is kind of cool. You have an ensemble of the Jekajir Warrior Battle Gear. Not too much clothy stuff, however we do get a lot of clothy stuff, so I'm not going to hate. And then of course you have Urzel, Flesh Ripper, Birtle. Oh my gosh, that's a mount and a half. Gotta cop that mount right there. That's actually so disgustingly to look at, but it's so cool. Team, thank you all very much for dropping by and tuning in to the Legion Timewalking video. Stay tuned, because again, like I said, anything new, anything updated gets released in the future. I'll be sure to redo the video or to give you guys a little bit of an updated video. But until then, comment down below, thumbs up, peace out.